time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Thrilled to be back in Oklahoma City. The Thunder ready for that home court advantage. They can lock up the Northwest Division title if they pull off the win here tonight.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
It really is amazing how far they've come in the course of one season, from afterthought to title contenders.
Goes to Houston. Here's the starting group for Houston. Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Now here's Ariza. And it's slammed in by Howard.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Now here's Beverly. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Harden, no good. Westbrook gets to Durant. Second chance shot. And it's Westbrook missing. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, I had the chance to talk with the head coach for Houston. According to him, their focus defensively is going to be on making things difficult inside. Ideally, they'll be in the best shape he feels if they force most of the shots against them to come from the perimeter. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
And the first one drops.
You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
All free throws, good from Beverly.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
5 to shoot. That's good.
You really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Howard, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this guy.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Roberson. He averages about 5 points a game. Kicks to Westbrook. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Westbrook's got his second bucket.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Beverly, the pass to Motiejunas. Jacks up a three. Westbrook pulls it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Roberson. Screen by Ibaka. Back to Westbrook. Inside. Shot is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Westbrook. 14 points from him the last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Now Beverly, after Westbrook's missed three. And Beverly kicks to Harden. He gets hauled in by Adams.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Ariza against Westbrook. Ibaka outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ibaka's got himself on the board with three there. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Beverly kicks to Moniunas. Tries again. Harden gets the bucket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Roberson. James Harden picking up that last basket. Here's Durant. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Durant's got his second basket of the night. So it's the Rockets now. Now here's Beverly. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Roberson, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Harden outside. To the inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Adams. And the powerful one-handed slam.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Rockets trail by 3. Beverly with the ball. He kicks it to Moniunas from outside the arc. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Oh, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Adams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down in the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Real good, Adams.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Dion Waiters checked in for Oklahoma City. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Like last season, we saw Moniunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. Number 1, Trevor Ariza.
And with the kind of defense he plays, it really gives his team someone to lean on at that end of the floor.
Well, he's got a big effect on their interior defense, too. I mean, so often we see him prevent penetration by coming up with a steal as the ball handler makes a move inside. He does a nice job impacting the ball in those situations. He's got an excellent pair of active hands.
Now here's Beverly. Howard setting the pick for Beverly. He dishes it to Moniunas. Unloads from 9, and it falls over the rim and in. Moniunas has got 5 now. The Thunder leading by 4. And here is Waiters. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Durant against Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Durant. He's covered closely. Good D by Ariza.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Westbrook against Beverly. From 10 feet out. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
And so Westbrook makes them both.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
Now Cantor. Trevor Ariza pushing from long range. Randy Foye is on the way. Guarded by Harden. They get it back. No good with the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's blocked. They recover it. Vela with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
Foye from long range. Another shot. It's rebounded by Houston. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Yeah, I thought it was the carelessness, though, Greg. A lot of their starters had to have their minutes cut back as a result. I mean, they've got to play with much more discipline tonight.
And here's Westbrook. After Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. There's the pick. There's the dish to Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Harden The pass to Capella. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Excellent D from Cantor.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And Waiters kicks to Foy. There's a screen by Cantor. Pass to Westbrook. The feed now to Waiters to stop the run. No luck. And it's Houston the other way. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Here's Ariza. And the shot falls short this time. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Pacers in Indiana.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jump.
And guys, Patrick Beverley, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. You know, Beverley is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. Good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
And Beverley plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
And he sinks the second. Now Payne. There's a minute 34 left in the first. Stolen by Beverley. Takes it off the glass. Beverley's got 5 points so far. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Thunder trailing by 8. Payne kicks to Waiters. Passes it to Durant. Tries to snap the cold streak, and he gets the bucket. Durant's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Thunder.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Ariza goes in. Stolen by Kansas. Now here's Payne. Terry covering. Payne dishes to Cantor. Foy from long range. Beasley with the rebound. Rockets leading by 5. And Beverley kicks to Beasley. Ariza has the open look. Off target with his 3.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
There's a screen by Cantor. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And stolen by Ariza. Now here's Beverley. He's guarded closely. It's Beasley on the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Beasley's got his first 2 points. Durant for 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Houston on top as they wrap up the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-5 run. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, he say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
If you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is.
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And the First quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Roberson is out there with Payne, and it's Morrow in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Howard. 8 points his last outing. Here's Payne. Ibaka with a screen on Terry. Here's Payne. Ibaka wide open. He finds. Nailed from three-point land. Ibaka's got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money. That's no doubt.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Morrow. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Terry with it. Now guarded by Payne. Ariza outside. Aniunas kicks to Brewer. Hope they get it back. Aniunas no luck. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Ibaka. 3 on 3. Shoots from 12. It dropped for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin. Houston's
gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Howard setting the pick for Terry. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
He misses the free throw. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
And the second free throw, good.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and LA that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
Here's Morrow. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Houston in the lead. Screen by Howard. Terry, the pass to Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And it seems, Greg, that, you know, as he was just talking moments ago about Howard finding his niche in Houston, it seems he's more comfortable. Certainly a great legacy of terrific big men for the Rockets. Clark, you know that firsthand. They've had some terrific names over the years.
How about Yao Ming, Kevin? Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots.
No greater roster of big men than that one there.
Good on the free throw.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Second free throw, no good. Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, you know, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
So one category where he did really fall off though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And here's Harden following Russell Westbrook's three. On the wing, Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against Atlanta.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game. And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front-court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvements.
And the first one drops. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Rockets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And it's Terry off the drive. No good with the wing jumper.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. And Ibaka kicks to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Morrow, no good. Rockets trail. Here's Terry. Second chance effort. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
One shot.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
One thing about Corey Brewer, he's a defensive specialist, has a combination of size and quickness. It's real hard to score against. I mean, equally good at defending in the half court or transition.
Going back to Corey Brewer, he also has a sixth sense of sniffing out steal opportunities. Very quick hands. He's averaged 1.5 steals a game over his career.
Kevin, Corey's one of those guys that's always going to give that effort offensively and find ways to contribute there. But more importantly, he's going to give you results on the defensive side of the ball.
He has an amazing motor. Never shuts down. And the Rockets with possession here. Harden dishes to Moniunas. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's is Adams. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ibaka, and a little hook that time, but it drops. Ibaka's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. Number 1, the Thunder.
Well, Kevin, you and I have talked about it time and time again. Rebounding is what wins games, and this team has been outstanding on the boards. That's why they've led the league in rebounding and also have put together a good record as well.
Terry the pass to Brewer. Dishes it to Howard. Howard setting the pick for Brewer. Screen by Howard. Harden draws the double. Now here's Howard. He has 7. Clock at 4. Unis's shot is good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Ibaka with the screen on Terry. Terry against Westbrook. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the technical free throw is good.
Let's go.
Houston on D. The pass to Roberson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Unis has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Here's a look at numbers for Russell Westbrook. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Putting up about 22 points per, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Now Terry. After Unis's three-pointer wouldn't go. Terry gets to Unis. And it's blocked by Adams. Feeds it to Roberson. Goes back up. It's a true contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Foy in for Roberson. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and it's Beasley in for Motiejunas. Now here's Beverly. He's got 5. It's Beasley on the wing. Wide open shot is on the money Clark, you talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Beverly. Shot is off. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Back to Durant. And the rejection by Harden. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Oklahoma City trailer. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. And that'll be his third foul so far. Houston's gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Beasley sets a screen for Beverly. Beasley with the screen on Westbrook. It's Beasley on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy. You know, and Harden, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those reps to blow the whistle. And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. And both free throws good for Waiters. You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Clark, hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked Waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench.
Here's Westbrook. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. They set the pick. Now, here is 4. Guarded by Harden. Stolen by Westbrook. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Westbrook's got 15.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Harden. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter comes in for Adams. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Harden hits them both.
And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way.
Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Beasley outside. Beasley the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Ariza. The Thunder poured in.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Foy with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Out of hand on it. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. They now take the lead. And it's 7 points for Dion Waiters.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Here's Harden. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line. Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And he lays it straight in. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Payne kicks to Durant. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. There's a screen by Canada. And Durant, here we go. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks.
Durant's comments during the All-Star break about the media, he might have been right with some of his comments. I don't know, though, that he really was happy that they came out the way they did.
I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, he made it clear that he doesn't view the media
2 shots.
as all that friendly.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, you can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Here's Waiters. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. Kicks to Payne. He feeds it to Waiters. Shoots. But they'll get another chance. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season.
There's a screen by Canada. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Durant, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Harden outside. Tries from 16. In a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense. You know? And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. Just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thank you. They know they've got their hands full, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Their transition game was really strong. It really fueled them, gave them a big injection of energy into their offense. If they can maintain that fast style in the second half, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
We watched a great quarter by Harden. He's got 17 points and 8 dimes. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Rockets. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Modiunas and Howard the post game. And it's Ariza in at the 3.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season. Clark averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Harden the pass to Beverly. Modiunas, that's a screen for Beverly. Clock at 6. The 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lost to Cannon. Ibaka down low, covered by Modiunas. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Houston in the lead. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Modiunas has got the first bucket of the third here for the Rockets. Oklahoma City shooting in this game 45%. Ibaka with a screen on Beverly. Outside Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Ibaka outside. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Harden gets to Ariza. Gets the three-pointer to fall. It's a 7-point Rocket lead.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Now the dish to Cantor. Oklahoma City moving it around. That's good. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
Back to Beverly. Harden with the screen on Westbrook. Beverly with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Durant with the steal. Westbrook gets to Durant. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. First in rebounds, first and second chance points. They're the #2 scoring team in the league. This is a well-balanced, well-oiled offensive machine.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Durant.
Kevin Durant has been getting it done. He has 15 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Houston leading by 3. And here's Beverly. He's got 5.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and 1.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And he's good on the second. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Westbrook. Ibaka with the screen on Beverly. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 13 points for Serge Ibaka.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the mega stars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. James Harden is second, Kevin Durant third.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Harden outside. And Beverly gets to Ariza. Howard with this screen on Durant. Ariza no look. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Cantor with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Westbrook, here we go. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Beverly with the ball. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Houston, they have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Harden hits them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now Westbrook, 15 points in the game. Lock at 6. He kicks to Ibaka. And that one is hammered home.
When you talk about momentum, that sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Steven Adams is checked in for the Thunder. And then for Houston, Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Tarian for Patrick Beverly. Here's Durant. Again, Durant missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. And Roberson kicks to Durant. For the lead, and the layup is up and in. Durant's got 18 points. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Neither team able to create much of a cushion.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Screen by Ibaka. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. And sent back by Howard. They recover.
Kevin, let's take a look at what the Oklahoma Thunder did over the last month in the league ranking. First in rebounding, second in second chance points. And they're ranked third overall in team offense. This is a team that knows how to put the ball in the basket, and really that's their strong suit.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Looking at the game Adams has been having, he's got 8 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. That one misses. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And that one falls for Brewer.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Brewer hits them both.
And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of the backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And so here is Oklahoma City after Monty Eunice's miss. Corey Brewer was the 7th pick in the 2007 draft. He's never really reached that star caliber so many had predicted.
Yeah, you know, his offense has held him back a bit. He's a bit erratic at that end of the floor. Not a great shooter. Slashes effectively well. He's most effective in transition.
Indeed. Now Westbrook, following the miss by Terry from deep. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. They get it back. Adams. Great D that time from Howard.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Ariza with the buckets.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
And I tell you what, a recycle bin full of lead changes. It's been a game of major runs so far.
Now here's Westbrook. 17 points in the game. Here's Ibaka. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Terry against Westbrook. Pass to Howard. Here's Ariza. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Howard setting the pick for Ariza. The open shot by Brewer, and it's Houston with another.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Westbrook. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. It's stolen by Ariza. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Brewer up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Ariza outside from past the arc. And another three for Houston.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Outside Westbrook. To the right side. Morrow hits a two-pointer. Money from the wing. Morrow's got his second basket. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Terry. Looking for his first basket still in this. Kicks it out to Ariza. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The feed to Westbrook. Fires the three. Here's Ibaka. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Ibaka playing well. 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Waiters, he's checked in for Morrow. Foy comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in. And it's Beasley in for Maniunas. Ibaka hits both of them. And so here is Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Terry. He's guarded closely. Beasley outside. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Beasley's got 13. And they're trailing by 7. Now here's Payne. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Outside Ariza. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ariza's got 21.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Now here's Payne. Stolen by Terry. Beasley the screen. Shot off the screen. Shot by Terry, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And when you talk about all-time career numbers, there is one name in NBA history that shows up time and time again. Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt, with 23,924 rebounds. His name synonymous with greatness on the basketball court.
And guys, I don't think there will ever be another player that will dominate their position like Wilt Chamberlain did. And it's those rebounding numbers that paint the picture the most clearly. I mean, Wilt averaged almost 23 rebounds a game. Not just over a season, folks, over the course of his entire career. 11 rebounding titles, and his career total just shy of 24,000. I mean, nobody in the modern era has even come close to that.
Rockets leading by 7. 1:39 left to play in the third. Beverly dishes to Harden. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Foy with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ariza against Waiters. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Rockets leading by 7. We've got 1:08 left here in the 3rd quarter. Beasley the screen. Harden draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Beverly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 5 rebounds tonight. And for Houston, they're shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Here's Beverly. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Beasley with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ariza outside. To the paint. Here's Capella. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Capella's got the lead up to 9 now for Houston.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. That's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Durant the pass to Cantor. And yes, sir, that one drops. Cantor's got 6.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Harden. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams putting up points. Rockets ahead, up 7. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Rockets leading by 7. They've got Enes Kanter. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Durant and a power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Beasley the screen. Ariza kicks to Beverly. From deep. And the basket good. Beverly's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Rockets.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Westbrook. Waiters gets a wide open look. Off target from outside. Harden with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Beverly. Nice D from Durant. Thunder trailing by 10. 3 on 3. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Waiters dishes to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. His shot's good from Kanter. Here's Beverly. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Harden outside. It's Ariza on the wing. Off target with his 3. feet away. Misses off the right eye. The Thunder shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Cantor with the screen on Beverly. Westbrook passes to Cantor. For the three. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Ariza kicks to Harden. Another miss by Houston.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Westbrook dishes to Robertson. Passes it to Durant. There's a screen by Cantor. Knocked loose, but they get it back.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Harden the pass to Beverly. Beasley against Cantor. It's Harden with the drive. Beasley kicks to Beverly. It's good from long range. Beverly's got 6 here in this quarter.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
And the second player taken in the 2008 draft, Michael Beasley out of Kansas State, has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations for him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country, but now, you know, Greg, in his 8th season, bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You know, you could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebounder on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental. And not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent point. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He told us guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it and just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Dion Waiters.
And thinking about Michael Beasley's career now, he did have a breakout season in 10 and 11 with the Timberwolves. It was enough to land him a 3-year, $18 million contract with the Suns a couple years ago. Arrows seemed to be pointing up, but then things headed south quickly.
And for last season, it was really just a victory for Beasley to get back in the league. I mean, did not start the season on any team. No doubt he has the skills, but something needs to happen for him in order to stay.
Here's Beasley. He dishes it to Harden. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Robertson. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Baseline drive, and he gets the bucket. And now it's only a 5-point Rocket lead.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Harden out outside to the paint. To the inside. Here's Howard. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Shot's good.
How about
Hit.
battling
Shooting
through
one.
the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time. You look at what Howard has done so far. He's got 10 rebounds and also a block shot. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of it.
Durant, no good.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Dishes to Beverly. Harden with the screen on Ibaka. Beverly the pass to Harden. And it's Durant with the rebound. Under trailing by 8. Out to Ibaka. Outside Durant. And count the basket. He was fouled and he's going to the line for one more.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
That free throw good from Durant. Here's Beverly. Harden sets the pick for Beverly. There's the pass to Harden. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Harden's got 23.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Westbrook. Feeds it to Adams. And he makes the first. And so Adams nails both of them. Houston leading by 5. And here's Beverly. Harden outside. No one near him. And it comes off the front of the rim. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Ibaka. Launches a 3. Second chance effort. And it's Adams getting it to go.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Beverly. The shot no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Now Westbrook. It's tipped. Tries again. Here's Adams. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Here's Beasley. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Durant. Ibaka outside. 5 on the clock. Westbrook. Great touch on the 16-footer. Westbrook's got 21 in the game.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Westbrook. Beverly dishes to Harden. Inside. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Harden. 17 points for Beasley.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Here's Roberson. To the wing right side. Here's Westbrook. And he gets that one to go off the front line. He's got 23.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And slammed in by Howard.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Here's Roberson following the score by Houston. Left side, Westbrook. Here's Adams, and it's sent back by Howard. Harden kicks to Beverly. Back to Harden. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Durant. Shoots from the baseline. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Beverly kicks to Howard. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Beasley. Lets it go from 11. Howard. Chip back in for 2. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Moniunas is checked in for Michael Beasley. Houston leading by 7. Now here's Beverly. Kicks it to Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Roberson. Westbrook with it. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That one is on a reason.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. 8 rebounds, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. And so here is Houston. And here's Harden to the wing on the left. Beverly against Westbrook. Beverly, the pass to Motiejunas. No good. Oklahoma City trailing. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Top of the key, Ibaka. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 21 points for Serge Ibaka.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Motiejunas a screen on Westbrook. There's the triple. And there's the call on Howard. That will be foul number 5 on him.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Westbrook as he lets it go. That's good. That's down 23 points for Serge Ibaka.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
.49 left in the fourth quarter. Now Beverly, he feeds it to Howard. Howard setting the pick for Ariza. Back to Howard. Thunder with the rebound. Now here's Westbrook. And stolen by Ariza. And it's the Rockets on the break. And there's the whistle. Foul on the shot.
They've been ineffective in disrupting Ariza's game. He has 9 rebounds and 21 points. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Lucky, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he comes up empty, missing both. And they're trailing by 4. Outside Westbrook. To the left wing. Adams with it. Picked up by Motiejunas.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really
problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Durant hits them both.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Here's Howard.
Well, it's a scary sight when Howard starts lighting it up like this.
Here's Oklahoma City. Westbrook with it. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. To the middle and stolen by Ariza. And now they decide to foul intentionally. The first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Westbrook against Ariza. It's Westbrook with the drive. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Get open, get open. Hey, Diego, lift it.
Durant kicks to Ibaka. Outside for Durant. His 3 pointers off the mark. So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
And that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you. But they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dwight, coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
We got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. We started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. He's the NBA's second leading scorer, but tonight he was number 1 on the court all game long. Several highlights we'll enjoy seeing again.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.